the digital chains, social media reigns, whispers through the veins, shadow bands fall, voices suppressed and low, but a new dawn breaks, watch the free words flow. Memelinked rising, breaking the old mold, crypto forge freedom, stories to be told, no shadow banning, no silent erase, blockchain protected in this digital space. In a world of control, where whispers fade, a legend emerged, a stand to be made. Pablo Crow's vision, a future so bright. Memelinked ignites, burning through the night. Memelinked rising, breaking the old mold, crypto forge freedom, stories to be told, no shadow banning, no silent erase, blockchain protected in this digital space. From the ashes of censorship, a phoenix takes flight, composing the voiceless, reclaiming the light. In the realm of the blockchain, our spirits ascend. Memelinked revolution, the world starts to mend. Memelinked rising, breaking the old mold, crypto forge freedom, stories to be told, no shadow.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Pablo Crow, and like always, super bullish on crypto. Crypto set me free. Now, we have a lot to talk about today because like the market is just weird, right? The market is weird. I mean, we're bullish, but we're kind of bearish. Like nobody really knows what the fuck's going on. One minute we're bull run, the next minute we're what the fuck, then we're back to bull run, then we're back to what the fuck. And it's been a roller coaster, right? This year, 2025 has been the craziest roller coaster I've ever seen. Ever. Like it's very unique, okay? 2021, 2017, it was not like this, okay? It was not. Back then, everybody hated crypto, okay? Only bunch of nerds. We were all into it. Now, the world is fighting for Bitcoin. The world is fighting for Ethereum. Like, we're in a position where we're going to be going into regulation when it comes to cryptocurrency. Regulation to protect us from the bad people in DeFi. So this bull run is going to be a trendsetter. And we're going to talk a little bit about that because it's going to get crazy. I by now, I'm telling you, usually by now in September, like this is like the end of the bull run. Like we already pump. Everybody made bunch of money. Everybody's fucking happy. We're flashing Lambos. We're flashing houses, cars. We're flashing everything. So right now we're not flashing nothing. Right now everybody's like, so are we gonna make money? Like what the fuck's happening here? What's the deal? Are we gonna win something? You know what I'm saying? Like Yeah. But this is where I come from with all this, okay? Yes, yes, the market is late, but the bull run is still going to be a phenomenon to be excited and proud of. Like, you're gonna look back into 2025 as one of those memories of that you did something right. You know what I'm saying? Like, life-changing opportunities will happen in this bull run. Life-changing opportunities because there's gonna be more money coming in that we can really comprehend. Now, right now, it doesn't feel like it because the only thing pumping is Bitcoin and Ethereum, but you're going to feel it soon. Now, is it going to happen in September? Do we expect September to go crazy? I don't know. Do I expect October to be pumped over like every cycle pumped over? I don't know. Will this roll into 2026? Probably. It probably will. It's kind of like winter, right? You know, like when winter's kind of late, and then when it does happen, we have freaking snow in May. Sometimes snows all the way till June. You know what I'm saying? Like, depends where you live, but where I live, if the winter is late, it kind of rolls into the next year, the next season, and this bull run's gonna do something very, very similar. So, but before we jump on that, make sure that you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're brand new to the channel. And welcome, whether you're watching on YouTube, you're watching on X, welcome, okay? Welcome, welcome, welcome. The next thing I want to talk about, we're going to look at the market a little bit. We're going to jump over to Coin Ghetto. I remember when BitBoy used to call it Coin Ghetto. That's so funny. I'll never forget that. Honestly, BitBoy was amazing at his prime. He really was. He was that show that we would listen to every morning at 9 a.m. And it's a shame to see what became of him, but it's nice to see him like restarting his career. And I hope BitBoy does well. I really do. I really do. I learned a lot from him in his good times, and I learned a lot from him in his bad times. But anyways, CoinGecko saying that we're sitting at a 3.9 trillion overall market cap. Now, we did dip below the 4 trillion. We did dip quite a bit more below the 4 trillion. So it's nice to see that it's coming back. Bitcoin is finally making a move back to the 111, which is nice. But when you think about the 125 down to where we went, shit, man, 107 it was, 124 to 107. That was quite a dip. Like, I was a little concerned for Bitcoin, especially if it dipped again below 100,000. Like, let's say it dipped to like 90K. Like, it would be wild. It would definitely be wild if it did. But I feel like we're chilling. We're chilling. Bitcoin's strong. Bitcoin's looking good. I'm not really stressing about Bitcoin. So Ethereum is just doing its thing. It's literally what, $700 away from all-time high, and we all know that $700 for ETH can come like that, like a snap of a finger. It just requires a catalyst or something. Like, we're in a good position. If you zoom out to, like, let's say the 1 year mark, you can see where we bottom out a year ago. Let's do more, man. Let's see. So this was 2019. Yep, 2019 from $100. You believe that? You believe that you could buy freaking Ethereum at $190 literally in 2019? It's crazy. Anyways, so we bought them out around $900, and then boom, right? Now, overall, looks like, we got to cross that 5K. We got to cross the 5K of Ethereum. We got to hold 5K, and then from there it'll go to 10,000. Now, when it goes to 10,000, this is where things get really excited, and you have to really pay attention, because when ETH goes to $10,000, if your token, your meme coin, is on the Ethereum blockchain, one ETH is going to pump the chart $10,000. Now that's wild to me because right now people got ETH. They're just waiting, right? They're waiting to see what the market does. They're waiting to see what to buy. They got ETH though. Like myself, I got a bunch of ETH. So when ETH hits $10,000, all you need is like one Ethereum, and you can buy a big ass bag of any meme coin that you want. Now imagine 100 people thinking like that. So now you're talking about man, 10,000 times 100. That's $1,000,000 of pure liquidity coming into your project. So if you're on the Ethereum network, congratulations. Congratulations, because you were intelligent, you were smart, you understood it, and you're going to win. Okay? Just keep building. That's all you got to do. Keep building your community, keep growing. And before you know it, that meme coin, that community building that you've been doing for the last year plus, it's going to pay off. It really is. It's going to pay off. Just got to be patient. Now we go back to some of my live streams. We were looking at Ethereum at like $1,000, and I would always tell people, guys, accumulate ETH. This is the bottom. We're bouncing back. We're gonna go to a lot of thousands, right? Now a lot of you guys wish you accumulated ETH at $1,000, and you were here. It was the bear market. You could have done it, but you didn't, right? So now you gotta focus your energy on lower cap gems, right? That's where you got to focus. No more. The top 10 are out of your reach. Okay. If you're thinking about XRP, you're thinking about, let me pull them up. If you're thinking about any of these right here, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, BNB, Solana, even Dogecoin, Tron, Cardano, let's say any of these 13, 12, Chainlink, all these guys, you were supposed to buy them like 2 years ago. Okay. You had a chance a couple years ago. You had a chance. Right now, personally, I wouldn't buy any of these top 13. I wouldn't. Why? Because they're up. They're all up. Think about Bitcoin. Bitcoin went up 700%. Ethereum, the same thing. About what? 1,000, so about 300-400%. XRP, another 400-500%. Solana was at freaking $7 to $9 a couple years ago. $7 to $9. That thing's over $200. So all these right here, unless you got like 50 grand, 100 grand plus, honestly, I wouldn't even fuck with them. You're wasting your time. If you're putting like $1,000 on BNB, 1,000 on Solana, you're wasting your time. The bear market is going to catch up to you, and you know who gets hit the hardest in the bear market? These top coins. Because if Bitcoin dips 70%, all these top blue chips that are linked up to Bitcoin, they get dragged with Bitcoin. That's just what it is, right? So I wouldn't fuck with this. You need to focus on lower cap gems. That's what you need to do. Personally, I would tell you to buy Memelinked. That's what I would do. But, I'm not going to tell you what to do because obviously I'm not your freaking financial agent or anything. I'm just a guy on a camera with a hat. That's all I am, right? But let's talk about a little bit about Memelinked, and then we're going to jump to other stuff, okay? We'll pull up here while we're here on CoinGecko. Now, Memelinked is sitting at 8 cents, okay? 8 fucking cents. 8 cents. Woo! 8 pennies. Man. Imagine like projects like BNB, Solana, Tron, all these guys being at like 8 pennies a coin. That's where Memelinked is. Now, you're looking at Memelinked right now, and you're wondering, like, why would I put money in a meme coin? Right? That's what you're wondering. Why would I put money in a meme coin? It says meme on the coin. Memelinked. Well, stick around on this live, and I'm going to tell you why you should. I'm going to tell you why you should consider this as one of your top investments for this cycle. Okay? Possibly for the next 5 cycles. To be honest with you, possibly for the next 5 cycles. You realize I've been buying Ethereum since like 2016, 2017, around there. I started buying Ethereum. And it's still king. It's still fucking king till this day. So we might be looking at a long-term player here. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Always look at the overall image. Always look at the overall image. As you can see, all-time high was, I don't know. The CoinGecko is not the best, but according to CoinGecko, it was 27 cents. According to Dex Tools and other platforms, it was like 32 cents. Now you think about 8 cents to 32 cents. That's a roughly 400% gain to all-time high. Now, what's so bullish about breaking an all-time high? It's bullish because now you enter discovery zone, and discovery zone has no limitations. It can run to $2, $3, $4, $5 before it has another major correction. So that's something to watch out for when it comes to Memelinked. Okay. Now, before we jump into TickerTrending.com, we got to take a moment and enjoy a little bit of comedy. Let's fucking go.
All right, guys, come on. Let's go. You ready? I'm going to sit in the snow-covered bench. Holy smokes. Oh, my God. Yes. 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 I'm wall-to-wall raccoon. You ready?
Now, if you're wondering about the NFT collection, we are going to extend time another 30 days. Probably going to do it today or tomorrow. The reason why is we're just going to wait it out a little bit with the NFTs. It's definitely not the NFT season yet. And people are not 100% bullish in the market. So extending the NFTs, minting process, it's not a bad idea. It's fine, It'll work out when it works out. That's the way I see it. But anyway, let's talk about a little bit about crypto news, man. We got a little to talk about here. So the new crypto token boosts Trump family's wealth by $5 billion. That's nice. I wish my fucking wealth went up by $5 billion. That's nice. Now let's talk a little bit more in depth. Okay, let's talk about it a little bit more in depth. Now, right here, it says, where was it? So after listing, it pumped to 40 cents after launch on Monday, according to data from CoinMarketCap. And then Tuesday, it was down about 48% from its peak, roughly around 23 cents, which is roughly where the WLFI, whatever you want, I think that's how you call it, WLFI or WLA5, whichever, is worth about $5 billion based on its holding of 22 billion of WLFI tokens. But understand, Mr. Trump and his families aren't able to sell their holdings. So even though on paper they went up $5 billion in value, the Trump family cannot sell the tokens yet because they are locked away. So will they sell when it unlocks? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. All we know is that the entire family just gained $5 billion of wealth from this one launch. And we're not even talking about the Trump coin. We're not talking about Melania. Yeah. And we're not talking about anything else. This is just this particular cryptocurrency. So yeah, man. I mean, Trump is making his money in crypto. If I was, in his shoes, I probably would do something very similar. Use your popularity, use your worldwide knowledge, and make some money. Why not? Is it fair? I don't think it is. but that's not for me to decide. That's for the public to decide, right? I'm just a guy on the internet. All right, so something to talk about. That was a very good gossip. I was like, holy shit, $5 billion, $5 billion. Oh man, that right there deserves another raccoon video. It does, because he said at one time that the difference between him and a wet raccoon is that he has $7 billion and the raccoon doesn't.
I was born to be free.
Whoa, Crypto Pete. That's interesting. Is that Pete the Jeet? Is that Pete the Jeet? Dude, that'd be so funny if that's Pete the Jeet. I miss Pete the Jeet. I hope Pete the Jeet's doing well. Now we're going to talk about a few more coins here from TickerTrending.com. If you're not listed on TickerTrending.com, get your project listed on TickerTrending.com. Now we have some crazy updates coming for TickerTrending. Like, we are redrawing, restarting from scratch. We feel that we can make it better. We feel that we can make it faster, more accurate. We can make it a smoother process. TickerTrending.com is getting a whole redo. Now, I can't wait to show you guys. It's going to get insane. Okay. I went from being another DEX to wanting to be the DEX, to wanting to be like, you know what? If TickerTrending.com can revenue us $150,000 and we take this thing to the maximum capacity of decentralization, this thing could make us millions of dollars every fucking day. So we're about to take TickerTrending.com to a whole nother fucking level. So if I was you, I would get listed on TickerTrending.com today, because anybody that's supporting TickerTrending.com is going to be very excited about the upcoming updates. They will go to TickerTrending.com. You're gonna love it. Anyways, speaking of TickerTrending.com, let's see what we got here in the top 5. We're gonna talk about the top 5, okay? And then we're gonna jump for the rest of the live to talk 100% about Memelinked and let you guys know what's so special about this project. Like, you need to understand. I sat here and I told you to buy Crow at 5 cents for a long time. I was like, dude, accumulate. I told you to buy ADA at like 20 cents. Like, just buy it. I remember pushing Volt-Ini for years, telling you to buy it, and how we made all those X's over there. We talk about so many quality opportunities in this channel, and like, you have to take them. If you don't take them, then you miss out. You got to jump on leap of faith. That's the only way you win in crypto. You can't have a guaranteed path to success. You can't. You still got to take the leap of faith, and you still have to go through the process of success, failure, success, failure, success. And before you know it, you will be exactly where you want to be. A lot of you guys know my story. A lot of you guys know that I've been rug pull over 106 times. Now, number 6, I'll tell you what number 106 became. This just happened, okay? It's called the CCC coin. Let's see, this one right here. And I was just holding this one. Because I like the girl. I like the, her vision. I like what she was doing. So I decided to just hold. And this was actually the most recent rug pull that I've been on, that got me. Luckily, it wasn't much. It was a couple $1,000s, but still, I was like, I really thought she was gonna keep working through the entire bull run and keep pushing. So yeah, this was my 106 rug pull. Isn't that crazy? I was at 105. Now I'm at 106. Now, am I gonna stop at 106? Probably not. I'm probably gonna be in 2, 3, 500 rug pulls, maybe 1,000 in my career. Why? Because I'm gonna tell you what. Because of all the rug pulls I've been a part of, that I've been rug on, I learn one thing from every project. And because of the negativity in the space, I was able to find the positivity in the space. And I was able to make multiple millions in Crow, multiple millions in ETH, multiple millions in ADA, and recently a little over $1 million in Solana. But it takes a lot of pain. Like, you have to lose a lot of fucking money, you have to take a lot of risk, and you have to be on point and understand when is good time to get involved with the project and when it's a good time to leave the project, because you don't make money unless you leave. That's how it works, right? Eventually, every project, if you're sitting on $2-3 million, $4 million, and you don't take those profits, eventually those $4 million might turn into 200K. So understand how the process works. Okay. It's good to be a maxi. It is. It's to a limit. Okay. You have to set your targets. Every person has a target. Now, if your target, this is where it gets crazy. If you're in a project and you're up like 10 grand, okay? Now let's say it's a good project. I'm not talking about fucking, prime Inu or something. No, I'm not talking about prime Inu or something retarded. I'm saying a good quality project. Let's say the project has this crazy awesome vision and you make $10,000. Now, you have two choices there. You can take your 10 grand and go gamble it and hope for the best, which 9 out of 10 times you lose it. Or you can hold that 10 grand in that specific project that's doing well, that's making you money, and that's growing over time, and you can turn that $10,000 into 100, and then you can watch that 100K turn into $1 million. Okay, that's the proper way to make your first million. I know that everybody wants to just buy $1,000 and wake up a millionaire. I know that's what everybody wants, but that's not how millions are made. Anybody that tells you that you make $1 million overnight is a dumbass, retarded. And if that does happen to you, which is a very rare situation, you're most likely going to lose that million because you did not work for it. The universe does not believe you are worthy of that $1 million. So you have to be worthy, and you have to go through the ups, the downs, the roller coaster, the struggles, all the things it takes for success. You have never read a success book that says, I woke up and I was rich. Every success story, whether you're an athlete, whether you're an actor, whether you are whatever you are, every story starts about that one stormy night, that one time where I was sleeping in my car, that one time I was homeless, that one time I was sleeping in the basement, that one time I was living in somebody's couch, the one time I was living in a trailer park, the one time. Every success story starts from nothing. And that's what you got to understand. So yeah, number 106 rug pull, baby. Let's go. I'm ready for another 1,000 more. As long as for every 100 rug pulls that I get, I make $5 million, I'll be happy. Sure, I lost, tens of thousands, but if you make millions, who cares, right? Anyways, back to this. Let's talk about the cat a little bit. Let's look at the top 5 real quick. The cat has been trending pretty much everywhere. They work hard, community strong. They trend. I mean, they're doing fantastic. I'm gonna jump into the daily chart. Their chart looks amazing. We've been talking about the cat for a while. Even down here, like we were talking about it, like when it was way down, because they listed on TickerTrending. Actually, around this area right here. So yeah, it's doing fantastic. I'm guessing it's probably up like let's see, where was it? One. Yeah, it's up quite a bit actually, like 700%. So yeah, the cat's looking fantastic. It's a great project, great team. I told it on the show very many times that they're like, you know, they were the old grumpy team that did like a 20, 30 million tokens. So yeah, pretty good. So big shout outs to the cat. We got the next one, Pablo Crow token. Now, if you don't know who Pablo Crow is, that's me. Okay. Now, this is a fan based token. I did not make this. I'm not the creator of this token. It was somebody that knows me, somebody that like I made money in the past, somebody that just, I don't know, they felt like, they could just make a fan base token of me and they would feel that it would be a good project. I'm not so sure on the entire backstory of this coin, but I do know that it has my name, Pablo Crow. Now, if you look at the entire chart, okay, let's look at the entire chart overall. We're going to jump into like a 4-hour chart, okay? The overall chart of this project is just amazing. This thing has been out since, let's see, August 26th. Yeah, so it's been out for, like 6, 7, like 8 days. Now, if we jump over to the 1-hour chart, you can see some retractions. You see this one right here, this one right there, this bigger one here, this one right here, and then this recent one that was kind of big right there. Okay, so this whoever launched this, okay, whoever launched this project knows how to build a foundation. Okay, I'm pretty sure that they're using a lot of my strategies. Maybe they watched me build projects in the past, but this is a very similar strategy on how I build foundations of my projects. So very similar. Okay, they're using similar strategy. I can tell that whoever built this coin has taken a lot of notes on how to build a coin. So yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. Now, what do I think it's going to do? Let me erase some of this stuff real quick. I'll tell you what I think it's going to do. Now, as a guarantee, I don't know. I mean, it's a fan-based coin. I don't know if they're going to be here for a month, a year, 5 years, 2 weeks. Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue. One thing I do know is that it's looking good. And if they continue this trajectory, it's probably gonna hit roughly. Let's see that angle. Let me zoom it out a little bit more. Yeah, that angle looks clean. Okay, that angle looks clean. Roughly, what is that right there? 3. Yeah, it's gonna go way over a mil, maybe 2-3 million if it keeps that trajectory, which is about a 10x from here, 1,000% on your investment. That's not bad. It's not bad. Now, would I hold this forever as an investor? I wouldn't. I think once it crosses that 2-3 million, it becomes kind of dangerous because a project from going from 3 million to 30 million, that gap right there from 3 to 30, it takes a specific type of developer. It takes a specific type of team. Not everybody can do it. Okay. And that 3 million to 30 million is a hard job. Very little people could ever accomplish such a run. Very little. Now, 3 million on a meme coin, that's easy. Like, it can be done. It can be done. If they're serious about it, it can be done. I don't think it's a no-brainer. It can be done. It can go to 3 million. Now, will it do it? I don't fucking know. Will they stick around long enough to do it? I don't know. We do have some information, which I don't know. I'm kind of like, the reason why I'm rattling about this coin is because it has my name on it. And I want to make sure that everybody understands I did not launch this. But there's something that I want to show you guys real quick. Let me go to my X and then I'll show you. Okay. It's kind of interesting. So I'm going to go down here. Let me make sure that it's live. I'm going to go down here. Let's see, right here. Or was it right here? Okay. So these were the people that I thought might have launched this coin. Okay. First of all, I thought Voltoshi might have launched it. Why? I don't know. Him and I were really good friends at one point. Really, really good friends. So I was like, what if Voltoshi got bored and he just wanted to launch a fucking coin? Why not use my name? That's kind of interesting. So that was my first guess. Second guess was YL from the 317. Why? Because he's been around my circle like for a long time. So he's been one of those guys that kind of observe how I do things for a very, very long time. Then I thought maybe Frank did it. Drop a 7. But then I came to the conclusion that Frank just doesn't have that background launching coins experience. So, I wasn't 100% sure it was him. But these were my 3 first suspects that might have launched this coin. Now, what's really crazy about that is that if you go to the comments, let's see. At first, right here, look. So Nancy replied, "Don't get rug," which it's always a possibility. I got rug on CC coin, and I told her that's why I only ate $1,000. But right here, check it out. YL replies, "What kind of deb do you think I am? Limit order is at 1 billion for a rug." So in the comments, YL is saying that he is the developer of the Pablo Crow token. Now, if this is true, then the Pablo Crow token can go to somewhere between 3 to 5 million. And the reason why I say that is because I heard rumors of YL launching a few coins in the private and going over those numbers, 2-3 mil. So if he is a deb, then he's probably going to push it to around 3 to 4 mil, maybe 5. Okay. Now, is it guarantee or is he full of shit? I don't know. He might be. I don't know why he would say stuff like this, but he might be full of shit. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. All I'm saying is if he is the dead behind Pablo Crow token, then it's probably going to do pretty good. What's up with Jesus? Will he save us? Jesus. Oh man, let's look at Jesus. We haven't talked about Jesus in a minute. Where is Jesus? Right here? Jesus? This one. Let's see where they're at. Jesus. 10,000. Oh man, I don't know, bro. Yeah, it's looking rough. 10,000. What was the all-time high? Jesus. So it needs to go up 10x, 20x to the all-time high. So it probably hit a couple 100K in market cap, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, brother, I don't know, man. I seen they probably keep launching Jesus coins. They do launch quite a bit of Jesus coins, so it's not unique, It's not unique. Now, there's been a bunch of Jesus coins that went to multiple millions. In fact, there was one on ETH that probably went to like 20, 30 million. But this one right here specifically, yeah, it's looking rough. It's looking rough. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. All right, let's jump over to Coco. Now, last thing about Pablo Crow token, I did buy $1,000 of this. I did buy 1,000, and the team actually airdropped me 1,000. They doubled my bag. I even posted a wallet about it so you guys can see it. Where the fuck is it? All right, here on this one, September 1st. I posted my wallet address right here, so you guys can see. Oh wait, what the fuck? Where is it? Right here, September 1st, as you see right there in the gray, right here. I posted my wallet address. So I bought $1,000 with that wallet, and the token, I think it was like 8 million coins. And then like a few hours later, the team airdropped me another 8 million coins. So I got like 1.6% of the supply of the Pablo Crow token. The only reason why I bought it is because what if it does pump and my dumbass doesn't have any supply? I would feel like a retard. You see what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I'll throw $1,000. Now, to me, $1,000 It's irrelevant. You know, to some of you guys, it might be a lot of money. So just be careful with these projects, okay? Just be careful. I mean, if you want to throw a couple $100, a few $100, that's fine, but don't throw your life savings on meme coins, okay? All right, back to TickerTrending.com. Coco's been doing good, man. Coco's sitting at a 2.5 mil. They kind of just been, you know, following this downtrend. But as you can tell that on fucking Coco, that this is definitely their floor. Now, I do like to buy the floor on most projects because anytime you buy the floor, and I did this with some of the projects that we talk on the space, I did buy some of these floors and they would pump. Pop Dog was one of them. There was a few others that were like down like this, and then boom, all of a sudden they went to 10, 20 million. So life savings on MK is fine though. Hey, I cannot disagree with you that, you know, there, but that's just our opinion. Let's see what else we got. So yeah, they're doing good. I think Coco might have a run, this bull run. So chilling at 2.5 mil at the floor, we can't go wrong. It's a great little buy. All right, now let's jump over to Roaring Kitty. Roaring Kitty. The Roaring Kitty's doing great. Okay, if you look at Roaring Kitty, they also bottom out roughly around here somewhere, and they're already starting to climb, bro. Like they're already starting to move up. You see this? They're doing good, and they're roughly around 6 mil market cap. Not bad at all. They're doing fantastic, actually, if you ask me. Now, Roaring Kitty is a big story behind Roaring Kitty. Now, if Roaring Kitty were to come back into crypto, into stocks or whatever he does, then this thing is probably going to pump again. Roughly at 6 mil today. Could be at 100 mil in no time. Anyways, we'll keep it going. So yeah, I'm only going to talk about the 5. We got Memelinked is number 5. Of course, we got to talk about Memelinked. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Okay. So Memelinked is following a fucking pattern like no other. Okay. We got this up, down, up, down, up, down. Now this might get delayed a little bit. Maybe it might be here. We might have to keep fucking building that line. Let's build it again. I'm kind of curious how, but you see how the wedge is just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay. It's doing a beautiful pattern. Now, is it going to blow up on this one right here? Maybe. Is it going to do it a little bit more? Maybe. But one thing we do know is that this wedge is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And that's what you got to watch out for, is that wedge, that long-term wedge. Okay, that's what you got to watch out for, because sooner or later, the breakout is going to happen. Now, will it be here? Will it be here? Will it be here? Not sure where, but it is going to happen. Okay. And when the breakout happens, next leg will probably be 40, 50 cents in my guess. I might even push to $1 in a good market. Now at $1, you know, it's gonna depend where we are on the development. The development will determine if it's gonna go to $10 or it's gonna stick at $1 for a while. So we're gonna talk a little bit about the development right now. But before we do that, let's take a moment and enjoy this bullish fucking monkey.
Green candles rise, a vibrant hue, breaking barriers old and new. Decentralized, a fearless stand, power shifts across the land. From ashes rise a phoenix bright, burning through the darkest night. Digital gold, a modern gleam, living the crypto dream. Trend in the air, electric light, crypto pulp, taking flight, diamond.
Now that's what I'm talking about right there. All right, guys, we're gonna jump more into Memelinked as we're gonna finish up the show in about 15 to 20 minutes. But guys, go to memelinked.com right now. Memelinked.com. In fact, I'm gonna post it on here for you so you can see it, you can read it. Memelinked.com. Post it here on the chat for you. Just because it's bullish. Okay. There you go. Memelinked.com. Go to memelinked.com and create an account. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, that is a vaulted fucking dog. That dog is vaulted, okay? And the reason why we did that is because, yeah, it's part of my history. And it's always going to be part of my history. Volt Inu made me a 2500X. 2500. I bought Volt Inu at 100,000 market cap and it ran to 250 million. Now, that run was very crazy because it was very difficult. It was during the bear market. If it would have been in a bull market, Volt Inu would have went to like 5-6 billion, like probably higher than that, maybe 10 billion. But it was just the bear market, so it was a lot more challenging. So yeah, I will forever have that vaulted energy because it's part of my history. But check this out. If you take the mouse, you move it around, there's a lot of cool shit that's behind there. Like right here, you can see that it says social media plus blockchain application. And it kind of gives you a little bit of coding, which I thought was very cool. It kind of gives you a little bit of, some of the coding involved in development of Memelink, which is really, really unique. You look at all the stuff in the background, there's a lot of crazy stuff. You go down here, you see how the dog fades away and then this fucking bullish buff Shiba pops out. And then version 0.002. Isn't that nice? Check out that signature, that Memelink signature. Look at that. Look at the crown in the background. We remove it. And you can just kind of play with it and kind of do a little bit of research on the site itself. Look at how the lightning moves. It's amazing. And the dog emotions kind of change. Look at the dog. Look at the dog. Look at how he's smiling here. And then the bolted energy just pops in and you're like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. See what I'm saying? That is clean. Okay. Now, let's talk a little bit about down here. You can see that we have social features. Okay. This is going to be for the social media. Post, blog, video sharings, user profiles, leaderboard. We're going to jump into blockchain. It's going to be DEX features, wallet insights, leaderboards. Trending is going to be let me just click on trending right here. On demand ad placement and trending boost. Okay, so for trending, you're going to have ad placement and trending boost. Now, global marketing, let's see, where is it? Right here. Global feature forwarding decentralized network layer quantum scalable connections. And then you got security, end-to-end encryption, quantum resistance authentication, zero trust architectural. Okay, so you got to kind of like go through this a little bit. This ain't completed because we have a lot of features that are not visible here, but you have to pay attention to the details of everything that's being added to this to memelinked.com. All the stuff that's going to be shown. So right here, you'll start having previews of charts, data, and all kinds of crazy shit. Okay, Memelink's going to really amplify in the following weeks. We've done a lot of updates. We've done a lot of cool stuff recently, but Memelink is really, really starting to come together. It really is. Man, look how bullish this is. It's amazing. Okay, so make sure that you guys check it out. Make sure that you create an account. And what we're going to do in a minute is we're going to jump inside and connect. So let's play something real quick, and then we'll jump inside the fucking Memelinked.com. Oh yeah, let's fucking go.
I was born to be free.
All right, we're back. So After you connect your Gmail, you're gonna pop into this page right here, account manager. Okay. Now the account manager, you're gonna have your authentication and you're gonna have your wallet connect. Okay. Now after you create your name and all this stuff, you can skip and check it out. You can seriously start posting right away on Memelinked. Now this is the beta, guys. This is not the finished product. This is nowhere near the finished product. We have such a long ways to go, but you can watch the process. We're doing what no development team has ever done before for you. Not a team that just sits here and, oh, we're going to have this in like 27 months. We're going to have this in like 3 to 6 to 12 months, 4 years. We're going to have this now. Memelinked is building right in front of you. We're developing in front of your eyes. We want you to witness the process. We want you to witness every step of the way. That's what we want. Because nobody does that for you. Nobody gives a shit about you. Nobody in this space. Memelinked honestly does give a shit. We do care. You know why we give a shit? Because we've been on the other side. Like I just told you, I've been rug 106 times recently by a friend. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, you lose a lot of friends in crypto. A lot. Especially if you make them in crypto. You will for sure lose them before you know it. But anyways, Memelinked is being developed right before your eyes. Look at the picture. What the fuck is going on in the fucking mirror? Is that Diddy? What's happening here? I did not see that before. That is great. What is happening? What is happening? Bro. That's just great. That's beautiful. That's amazing. But anyways, as you look and see through Memelinked, you can see these advertise buttons right here. These boxes. Now, as you're going through the feed, those boxes continue to go on an uptrend, opposite of how you scroll, right? We plan to have somewhere between 20 to 40 ad placements. Okay. Now, think about a meme coin. You're a meme coin and you want to connect with the normies. You're going to be able to post your ad right there. As the normies are scrolling through fucking penguins, cats, dogs, raccoons, whatever they like. Maybe they're going through their everyday feed and your advertisement will be right in their face. And it won't interfere with what they're doing because one thing I hate, I'll tell you this right now. One thing I hate is that you're on YouTube. Of course, I have YouTube Red now, but at one point I didn't. One thing I hate is that you're trying to watch something and a fucking ad pops out. And it just makes you watch it for 30 fucking seconds. And you're like, oh my God, come on, hurry the fuck up, right? With Memelinked, you're not going to have that fucking stress about it. You're going to scroll and do your thing, and whatever ad pops out and you want to click it, you want to look at it, it's all on you. It's not going to interfere with your scrolling, with your feed, none of that stuff. And that right there is going to make it super, super bullish. Now, TickerTrending.com is going to have ad placement as well. So we're going to have ad placements on Memelinked itself and on TickerTrending.com. Now, TickerTrending.com is going to intertwine with Memelinked because we want it to be on the same mobile application. It's going to get crazy because there's going to be a lot of placements for people to post ads, whether related to business, work, sports, meme coins, cryptocurrencies, whatever they want to post not about. We're not going to give a shit, okay? As long as they pay the bill, they'll post an ad. That's how it's going to go. And we're going to set it for hourly, days, weeks, whatever we choose to. And we're going to always be able to modify it as we go. So that ads revenue is going to make us a lot of fucking money. A lot of money. A lot. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. You're scrolling down. You're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Did I get rugged by Trump again? Oh my God. My face. How did I fall for the third, fourth time? How did I do it? Why did I listen to that YouTuber on the channel? Why did I do this? This is your face right now. You could have just put all that money in Memelinked, and guess what? You would still have it. It would still be there. Chilling. So yeah. So ads revenue. That's going to make us a lot of money. The next thing is verifications. So you're going to scroll through and you're going to see people with their names like D-Bone right here. Okay. D-Bone's going to have the option to get a verification. Now, D-Bone is going to have the option to pay for that verification with either fiat or cryptocurrency. That's going to be his choice. So let's say he made, I don't know, $50,000 on the Pablo Crow token. 50 grand. He's fucking happy. He's like, fuck you, Pablo. Take my money. I'm paying you for a whole year. Here's a year, verification, and he's done. It's going to be nothing for that man. See what I'm saying? And a lot of people, hundreds of thousands, and then millions of people are going to pay for these verifications, whether it's $10, $20, $1,000, depending if you want like a gold, whatever it is, 3 months, 6 months, a year. All these options will be available, and all those options are going to generate Memelinked money. So now we're talking advertisement between TickerTrending and Memelinked, ads revenue, right? Now we're talking about verification revenue, whether you want to be like a silver verification or a gold verification, or if we have another tier verification, that's going to be 3 sources of revenue depending on what you want. Now it goes even deeper. It goes even deeper because with TickerTrending.com, we're going to have listing fees to list your token. So that's going to generate us more money. TickerTrending.com will also have swap fees where you can swap your cryptos right then and there. So we're going to collect on fees on swap fees. Then we're going to have other features within the Solana network, within the Ethereum network that are going to collect more fucking revenue. And then we're going to have Game 5 that's also going to collect more fucking revenue. So we're going to have all these streams of income coming into Memelinked, okay? Coming into Memelinked. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I dare one of you to put $10,000 into the Memelinked chart right now. Probably won't, but if one of you guys would put $10,000 into the Memelinked chart right now, you would see how that chart pumps. 10 grand. That would move it quite a bit. That would pump it quite a bit. Even though we're already sitting at a 4 million market cap as we speak, $10,000 would pump it quite a bit because we burn over 95% of the supply after it got purchased. It got purchased and burned, purchased and burned, purchased and burned, buybacks and burns, buybacks and burns, buybacks and burns. And we were able to make it all the way to 95% of the supply vanish forever. Now, what's going to happen when we're putting in 50,000, 100,000 plus 500K, 200K, $1 million into the chart from revenue that comes from Memelinked? Now, $1 million is not a lot of money. I'm going to tell you why. Because let's say 100,000 people, that's it, 100,000 people get a $10 subscription or verification. That's $1 million. It's really that simple. 100,000 people. You know how many people use X today? Billions. Billions of people use X today. Billions of people use TikTok. Billions of people use Facebook. Billions of people use all these social media. Billions. And guess who keeps all the fucking money? Elon, Mark Zuckerberg, and then the guy from Singapore, I can't remember his name, from TikTok. They're the ones keeping all the fucking money. You guys are the ones using the social media, and they're keeping all the money. Crazy, huh? What's really wild is, with Memelinked, every person that comes into Memelinked, every individual will have the right to choose if they want to be an investor in Memelinked. Every person, whether it's $10, $50, $100, $1 million, every person will have equal opportunity to invest in Memelinked. Imagine if Twitter had a buy button at the top corner, and you can click the buy button, and it'll ask you, you want to pay with credit card, you want to pay with crypto? I want to pay with credit card because I have no fucking clue what crypto is. And they invest $50. And the next person, and the next person. Next thing you know, 100,000 people bought $50. Next thing you know, 1 million people bought $100. Having 3, 5, 10 million users in a social media is very, very doable. Because you go do your research. Go research Reddit. How many millions of people use Reddit? How many millions of people use Discord? How many millions of people use Telegram? All these social medias are very limited. There's only about 20. That's it. In the world. I'm telling you right now, Memelinked is going to be a monster. A fucking monster. It's going to be such a monster that you're going to be shaking in your boots because it was in your face for 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, a year, and you did nothing. You let the next Facebook slip by your hands because you lack vision. Because you lack the ability to dream big. And because you have never read The Richest Man in Babylon. Ain't that some shit? I'm telling you right now, this thing is going to be a major force in the world. Why do I believe it? I'm going to tell you why. Because developers fail in cryptocurrency for multiple reasons. Number one, they're broke. Yes, they're good at technology, but they lack funds. Does no good. Okay? You need investors. 2, they're broke and they're greedy. So these guys are up 50K, 100K. They'll take that shit. Fuck you. That's $100,000. They'll take it. Greed. Greed is one of those things that will destroy a quality project. Greed. And the third one, probably the most important one, experience. Experience. And I'm not talking about a year of experience, 3 years of experience. I'm talking about 10,000 fucking hours. I'm talking about 5 to 10 years, 15 years type of experience. Memelinked, 1, I'm not poor. I pretty much fund the whole project myself. 2, I'm not greedy. I already made my money. In fact, if Memelinked does nothing ever, I'm still rich. And 3, I've been in the crypto space for over 10 years. Before Elon even knew crypto existed, before Trump even mentioned the word Bitcoin, I've been in the space when Vitalik was coming up. I've been in the space when CC was coming up. I've been in the space when Crypto.com wasn't even a thing. That's experience. And those are the three major ingredients in a successful business and a successful project. And we have all three. Plus, the logo is pretty badass. I mean, look at the hat. Look at. Let me zoom it in, man. Let me zoom it in. Look at the hat. Look at the logo. Look at the logo and tell me that right there is not a multi-billion-dollar logo. Multi-billion-dollar logo. Oh man. Turbo's like, send me mine. You'll get yours, don't worry. You'll get it. Whatever you do with this information makes no difference to me. My only job is to get the job done. That's it. My job is to come here and build you the next social media to conquer the world. Your job is to buy, accumulate, and share the information. Now, if you quit, you're not quitting on me. You're quitting on your damn self. Because I have already won. I'm visualizing Memelinked as you're going through the app store, and it's going to be next to Twitter and Facebook. Right in the middle of those two. Twitter, X, Memelinked, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And whether people like it or not, people are going to download Memelinked because they only got 20 options. And they already know all the other options. They've been using them for years. Years and years. But they don't know what Memelinked is. And they're going to be curious. Huh. Social media named Memelinked. What the fuck is this about? Click on that. And when they click on it, they're gonna know that this thing right here is what you call true freedom of speech. They love Trump, they hate Trump, I don't give a shit. They like crypto, they hate crypto, I don't give a shit. They're gay, that's up to them, I don't care. When the creator of the social media doesn't put religion, politics, and sexuality in his platform as a preference, then the whole world will adopt it. Because if you don't like somebody, guess what? You can simply block them. But that doesn't mean they don't have the right to be there just like you do. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, that right there, freedom alone, true freedom of speech alone would make this a top social media. But you integrate the final ingredient, the ingredient that we all want, crypto, and build it around crypto. Before you know it, we're going to be the only one. The only one that everybody is going to use. People that knew about CoinMarketCap, they knew about CoinGecko, they won't need that shit anymore. People that know about DEX tools, DEX Screener, GM, GN, they're not going to need that shit anymore. People that heard about live streams on Pump Fund, they're not going to need that shit anymore. Everything that you know in crypto, everything that you like, everything that you use every day, all those 6 apps that everybody takes a screenshot and says, if you have this 6 apps, you will be a millionaire. Before you know it, it's only going to be one. One app does it all. Does it better than Facebook. Does it better than Twitter. Does it better than crypto platforms. I know it's a lot of shoes to fill in because I respect the OGs. I do. There's some big shoes to fill in. Big shoes. Massive shoes. But we're going to pull it off. And when we pull it off, everybody that's invested in Memelinked, they will know that it became the greatest investment ever made. Ever. In your life. Even myself. That 2500X that I did with Volt Inu, that 100 plus X that I did with Crow, that I don't know how many X's I did with Saitama, but I probably did like 1,000 in Saitama, another 1,000 in Shinobi. All those X's will be thing of the past. Because this thing right here, Facebook is worth Meta. Let's say Meta. It's worth close to $2 trillion today. $1 trillion. You realize what a 2 trillion of real liquidity would be worth in crypto? There would be a coin called Facebook worth like 50 trillion. It would be bigger than Bitcoin because it's real liquidity. It's not diluted liquidity. There's a difference. Guys, this was Pablo Crow. I hope this message finds you. I hope that you see the vision before the vision becomes the vision. Because when this thing becomes massive, you might as well just buy a Tesla stock or an Apple stock. Just like you're late to all those. You're late to every stock known to man. You're late. You had your chance. You missed the Google investment. You missed the Facebook. You missed the X. You missed the Apple. You missed the Android. You missed everything. You missed Bitcoin. You fucking missed Bitcoin. You missed it. Sure, it's going to $1 million, but you know what? That ain't going to do shit for you. What are you going to buy? $5,000 in Bitcoin? Wow. In 10 years, it'll be worth 50K. Congratulations. 50K in 10 years will be worth $5,000 again. You need a dream and you need a vision. Memelinked.com is your dream. Memelinked.com is your vision. Buy it, accumulate it, hold. That's it. Let me do all the fucking heavy lifting. Let me do all the work. Let me build it. All you have to do is buy, accumulate, and every feature that we bring out, whether it's NFTs, whether it's a new game, whether it's whatever, support it. Be a part of it. And you see how big we make this thing go. You see how massive we make this thing go. I've been a part of tokens that went to hundreds of millions. I've been a part of tokens that went to billions. But I have never been a part of a token that went past $100 billion. Sure, I bought ETH at $100, sure. But I was not there building with Vitalik. I was not there in the inner circle. I was not there. I was just a small investor watching Ethereum grow. And yes, it pumped to $4,000. That's a 40x. Yay. But I tell you what, I have never been a part of a project that exceeded $100 billion. And you know what? With everything that we're building in Memelinked, with the technology that we're building that even Grok doesn't understand, even ChatGPT is like, what the fuck are you talking about? We are going to be a trendsetter. We are going to build a future. And I myself, I would ride to the sunset and I will watch this empire just blow up over the world. I might have to dye my fucking hair. I might have to shave. I might have to change my look because I'm going to be that guy that I don't want to be. I hope to stay in the shadows like Satoshi, like Ryoshi. But I know in the fact, because I am doxxed already, that's going to be difficult. And this might become a Mark Zuckerberg story. It might become bigger than a Mark Zuckerberg story. Because for the next 20 years, one social media is going to be king for the next 20 years. And it's not going to be X. It's not going to be TikTok or Twitter or Facebook. X and Twitter are the same. It's not going to be them. It's going to be a new social media that pops out like a fucking daisy and says, guess what? We take crypto payments. We do everything in crypto. In fact, we run your entire social media on cryptocurrency. And when that pops out, ladies and gentlemen, that fucking daisy pops out, that is the future. And that's going to be Memelinked.com, because I am ahead of the curve. I'm 12 to 15 months ahead of my competitor. And by the time they get to where we are, guess where we will be? We'll be competing with Facebook, Twitter, and all the bigger guys. And being the first gives you a first mover advantage. And that's what we will have. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Gems and charts and crypto bombs.